Hi, I'm Gabby and welcome to the first ever video on my YouTube channel. I have been renovating this 1950s duplex for the last 3.5 years. I decided that I wanted to do a fixer-upper, read Fixer-Upper for Dummies, watched some YouTube videos, and the rest is history. My husband and I and our 2 kids live in the bottom of the duplex and we rent out the top. It's so cool looking around every day knowing that I built everything with my own 2 hands. It feels really good, honestly. We created this place that works for us and customized everything to our needs. Now that the exterior and interior of the duplex is done, it is time for me to redo my garage workshop, which is fitting for the first project on my YouTube video, considering that this is where it all goes down. But before I even think about my next projects, I need to deal with this situation because, as you can see, things have gotten a little out of control. I always say that organization is the key to success, and this, my friends, is not it. My workbench has gotten completely out of control because everything doesn't have a place, and my grandma always used to say when there's a, what's the saying? A place for everything and everything in its place. That's the saying. And I really think that's true. And these things don't have a place. It's just time to make more designated spaces for everything so that when I'm done using it, it will go back. Let me show you the situation in the cabinets, if I can get in there. Yeah. It needs a redo. I need a redo. Okay, now that I've showed you what a disaster this place is, let me tell you about my plans. On this back wall, I'm going to use IKEA PAX floor-to-ceiling units. They are deeper than the units we have in here right now, so I can store my table saw and other things in here when I'm not using them. They also have drawers and shelves that are customizable, and to me, drawers are the key to organization. So that's where I'm gonna start with this back wall. For this side wall, I'm going to cover it with drywall so it looks nice and finished and doesn't look as much like a garage. And then on the top half, I'm going to put a slat wall for all the hanging things like my tools, and on the bottom half I'm going to have a super long workbench that's going to go across the entire wall that will fold down. If I decide that I want to be able to park a car in here at some point, I can. Aside from that, I'm going to paint this entire wall as well as paint / epoxy the floor, just so it gives it a cleaner look. Okay, so now that we know what we're doing in here, my first task is to clean out the back wall so I can make room for the cabinets that are going in there. What's fun is that this garage is actually going to mirror the garage that we have next door. Last year, I redid this garage for my husband. He's a professional beach volleyball player and would drive an hour to his trainer 3 times a week. So I decided to build him out a home gym, and it's been such a game changer for him. So now we're gonna have a cute little his and her garage situation, which I think is really fun. And there's perks because I get to use his too, and he doesn't really use mine. Okay. Day 1. I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed, to be honest. There's so much stuff that needs to be cleared out and reorganized, and it's a lot. Before I get to clearing out the back wall, I need to deal with these bins up here. A couple years ago, I built ceiling tracks for the bins to hang out of 2x4s and 1x3s and 1x4s. I'll walk you through how I did that because I actually have to rebuild them because they are in the way. The cabinets I want to get from IKEA are floor to ceiling. They're the ones I did in the garage next door, and I'm just gonna get a ton of more storage space that way. I was actually going to do the shorter shelves, but the shorter version of the IKEA shelves are 1 inch high for where this bin hits right now. So I'm gonna get started on that, bins first, and then once I do that and rebuild the tracks, then I can come back and clear out this back wall and install those cabinets. Let's go. That's heavy. cabinets out, and then I'll clear off the rest of it. The baby's waking up. I need to seriously wash my hands before I can pick him up. So that's all for today. Hello! We got big things happening here today. I finished clearing everything out of those, so I need to move them out of the way, and my IKEA PAX cabinet units that I'm installing along the back wall finally arrived. If you've ever tried to order things like kitchen cabinets or wardrobes or things from IKEA, you know that they are often out of stock, and I refreshed the page approximately 592 times before they finally came back into stock, but they did, and they're here, and I'm so excited to get them in. So I need to clear everything out from the back wall, and then I'll start putting them up. Yay. Time to assemble the IKEA cabinets. Okay, now that I've gotten mostly through one, the rest are gonna go a lot quicker. I can't go any further until I attach this one to the wall, but I wanna attach the wider one on this side first. So I'm gonna install that before I do that. Oh my god, it's giant! I'm so excited. So I did not follow the IKEA instructions here, and I'm so happy I didn't, because it wants you to hang the silver bracket first before you build up the cabinets. But I like to put them up like just this without the top and bottom, and like actually hold it up there, because that's what made me realize that, I mean, I could have just seen if the wall is level, but like holding it up there just helps me realize where it needs to be and then mark the exact position. I would have had to take it all off and then add the stud if I hadn't have done it that way. Now I'm going to add the top and bottom to these before I put that third one up, because I might want to add drywall there first, but let's see. Okay, I got two up. I'm gonna wait to put this third one up until I can get drywall on this section of the wall. I didn't want to do the drywall again because I can't clear out the space first. But I'm just gonna do the drywall here before I put this one up. So I have to go get drywall. In the meantime, I am going to put the drawers together for this. So it's gonna be like kind of like my workbench drawer. Baby is napping, so I'm gonna put together these drawers in the gym garage so I'm not growing super loud next to his head. Let's see if I can assemble all 6 drawers before the baby wakes up. My daughter just asked if she could use one of these as a canvas. It's a great idea! Want to paint a mural in my workshop? Yeah? Maybe. Maybe we'll end up with a mural in the workshop. Okay, you guys, the time has come to organize this thing. I need to clear up this entire floor of all the crap and put it in. The shelves are on their way from IKEA. They should be here in the next couple hours. So I'm gonna start with organizing these drawers, and I'm amped to get this thing going. And overwhelmed, but mostly amped. Okay, got my ceiling checks up. I've got my paint suit on for the first time since having a baby. A little snug, but we're rolling. And I'm gonna get these things painted and looking like nice and camouflaged into the ceiling so that I can hang my storage bins up, and then I can put the doors on the cabinets, and the slat wall's getting delivered today, so then I can hang it and put all the tools up, and we are coming around. We're about to start having a workshop here. It's all organized. Oh my gosh. I think I might have stared at things for a total of like 5 hours, just like trying to figure out where to put everything and figure out the best organization systems for everything. But I think mission accomplished. My goal with this was to have a place for everything so that things didn't end up out. So like everything had a place to go back to. And I think I did that. It was quite a journey to get there. But we made it. And now we get to move on to the good stuff, which is putting on the cabinet doors so we can close all this stuff up and not have to look at it anymore. The slat wall shipment has arrived and I can put it up on the wall, hang the rest of the tools, install my workbench, and do the floors. And then I can have my dream workshop to act as a place for all of my future projects. I'm very excited. Okay, let's get to work. Okay, here we go. The artist is getting started on the mural, and once that's done, we can put up the slat wall around it. She has her giant canvas. She's a happy girl, and I'm so excited to see what she comes up with. How freaking cute is this? I couldn't love it more. I'm so happy with how it turned out. Can you picture it with like the slat wall coming across here and down so you can't see any of the like edges, and then my workbench on top, so when it's down it'll be folded over it, and when it's up you'll wear this little hidden I love you, can't handle it. Okay, it's time to put the slat wall up. My slat wall delivery came. It's from this company called MKE Slat Wall. I'll link it here in the description. But I used it in the garage and they make this like wood looking finish. So I got the black wood and the finish on it is so high end and pretty, and it's just gonna make the space feel so finished, and I'm so excited. It's so pretty and it's meant for garages. It's like that PVC faux wood. So super durable and good in these conditions. I love it. Can you see it up on the wall? So I can't fit a full piece because I want my workbench like somewhere around here. So I gotta cut it. I'm gonna use my circular saw. This material is super easy to cut, so that's good. I'm just trying to figure out like how high. But the good thing is the trim that I put on, you can adjust, move up and down. So I'm just gonna kind of like get a general estimate and then I'll be able to adjust it. We'll see. Slat wall is up. It looks so good. It's time to put up my tools now. So I'm trying to figure out the best strategy. I think it's gonna be maybe laying everything out by like which part of the slat wall I want it, whether it's closer to my workbench or in this like full floor to ceiling area. And then I can start finding the accessory that goes with it and putting it all up. I don't know where to start, but I'm gonna just kind of figure it out. Let's see. Things arrived to finish up this space, but before I add on the workbench and put up my new saw and all that, I'm gonna move over to this wall, and I just decided we'll just grab wood to keep, which feels like the hardest decision I've ever had to make in my entire life, because you never know what you're gonna need, you know, but like I don't like to keep too much. So I gotta work on that, and then I'm gonna paint this wall, hang that stuff up, finish that wall, do the floor, and then we're done. It's like so good. I'm so excited. We are in the home stretch, you guys. Very, very excited to see this thing go up. It's going on 2 brackets that fold up and down that I got off Amazon that supposedly hold a lot of weight. This thing weighs like 150, 200 pounds. This is the first time that I'm gonna have a sliding miter saw. My miter saw just goes straight down. So for wider wood cuts, I've always had to flip over the piece of wood and it never lines up perfectly. Finally, I'm going to be able to slide my miter saw. So I can't wait to put this thing together to get a utility cart on wheels so that I can move my miter saw around and have it lined up next to the workbench, which goes up and down, and then I'm going to level the top of the miter saw with the top of the workbench. So Also, for the first time ever, I will have a workbench level with my miter saw, so I don't have to put 2x4s under a piece of wood anymore when I'm making cuts. Ah, big moment for me in my building career. So let's do it. Okay, set this guy up. It's a little shorter than I want it to be for where I want my workbench height to be, because I want my workbench height to line up here. My thought is that I'm going to build, I don't even like the top of this, to be honest. Anyway, the wood looks cheap and crappy. So I think I'm gonna build up on this, make the top look nicer anyway, and it'll be higher and it'll work out. Oh my God, it's perfect. Okay, I cleared everything out and I'm about to get started on the garage floors. I procrastinated for like 30 minutes before coming down here because that's kind of what I do when I'm doing something for the first time. I've done a lot of things now and I'm still coming by stuff that I have never done before. So, I mean, I've worked with concrete. I've just never done micro cement. I am gonna mix it up and apply a layer over the top. First I have to clean the floors and apply a layer of micro cement. I decided to go dark on the floors to make it really clean. I don't know, we'll see what happens. I really don't know what to expect, so come along with me. I did it. It's done. Roll the satisfying after clips. I'm so excited to start getting to work in here. Thank you for following along. It's been such a process. I can't believe where we started with this space. It was overwhelming and terrifying and like just crazy. You couldn't even see the floor. I am so excited to do more of these videos now that I've ripped the band-aid off. I was overwhelmed with the long form, but I did it. And I can't wait to do more. And I have so many ideas for fun projects to do in here. It's TBD whether it will stay organized during my projects or whether it will turn into chaos. But I am determined to keep it somewhat like this. Already, just having done like a few little project builds, being able to reach for things and know where they are has been such a game changer. If you have a garage that looks a little bit like what my garage looked like, this is your sign and your motivation to just get it done. A little here and there on the weekends will go a long way. Okay, well, what should I do first? What should my first project in this space be? I have so many ideas. Make sure you subscribe so you can be notified when future videos come out. And thank you for following along on my DIY journey.